week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball. Hey, bye-bye. Hey, Charlie. Let's go. 45, Mike, 45. Ready to go. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear. Ready to go.
Now the third-year back out of Texas, Deontay Foreman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch out. Wait. Get up.
Now Foreman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch the whip.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's going to launch, and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. And we're going 30.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
And we're going 37 to Mike. Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Check 4. Check 4.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Get him, boy. Get him.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Got to go.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Bo Allen on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ready? You ready? What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl? Check, 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 check. 45. Mike, 45. That's 45.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, Sam, go get him. Go get him. Hey, one set, one set. Check, check, check.
from the shotgun. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 45 the mark.
Now Ryan on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Ready. White 25. 37. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it would be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Hey, switch gears.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Barber, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
Yeah. You got 5 on the 50. You got 5 on the 50.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Bang, 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 bang. Check it out, Reed.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
Ready? 125. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, where do we go? Check right, where do we go?
Here's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 36.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Ready? Flag, what do you got? Check, 45 to mine. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Nice pick,
So
nice pick.
cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Ready? Blue lady. Mark 37. Hey, stop. SOS. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5, let me go.
Now Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Check. Wait. No. 61. Match box. Right.
From the gun, Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's second and
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's coming. You guys double up.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 51, down! 45, Mike. Alpha!
On 3rd down, Ryan. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Hey, check Mike 27.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. Play action now, Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Jameis now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. And he's got it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 24-yard line.
Timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
21. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Move. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 45 to Mike. Defense. What he said.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Come on. Big stop, G.
To throw again. Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Green, come with me.
Final play of the half here. Winston. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check safety, check safety.
Running right, Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready. Blue 80. Check. 45 to Mike. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're almost. Let me go.
Here's Winston. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. Blue 80. I'm coming for you. You mine.
A first down throw for Winston. Complete to Jones. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston gives to Barber. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go with Jones. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Hey, Delta. Ready? 45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, check. Check, 45 to Mike. Get out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, he's going to sling this deep down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Flip. 45. Check tight end. Check tight.
Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Let's go.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. 30. Mike 27. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Now he finds Howard complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Black, what is that? 27. That's what I do. Check 31. Check it out.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Let's get it.
At the Falcons' 36-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. He's coming. 22, jet, cover. He's coming. 22, jet.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second down and goal. Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Ready. Go ready. 45. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get ready for that.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. This is Scarborough. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Mike 45. Coming this way, here we go.
gun on third down. Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges.
Let's go. Let's go.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
First down, Falcons.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
54, stop! Gun.
Here's Foreman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready. Back 25. Here we go, D. Out. 21. Wait, set. Wait. 45 tonight. All day, every day, any day.
Now on second and 13. Ryan, he completes it to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they will take a knee here.
Ryan on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Bucs 3-yard line.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for second and goal.
Set the tone, defense.
And they take a knee. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And they'll indeed take a knee. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis?
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller, 94 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Again, it's Foreman. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers 15. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Stick back to pass. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar. Just wide right. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Winston now from the 50. Rush coming, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Oh, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Following the interception, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they have regained the lead. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, They got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder,